it has a family in Malik, right, Barataria, that I go home to see. Now these people, when I go to people's homes, they welcome me with open arms, and they would have a crowd of them. Let me say in the
Oh, you're
room,
going to do
right?
about 5, 6 people one time.
Yes. And they would be laughing and be happy, and it would be like I'm one of their family members because they could talk to me about anything. You understand? And it is a very good thing. It gives you a good feeling, you know?
But you don't find your therapy is better one-on-one than to do it in a group?
Yes, but sometimes they cannot help it because I treat their mom and she's kind of bedridden, so
They all come into the room.
yes.
I've done that where you go to people for therapy, and I always find it's nice in your own space.
Yeah,
Because
they're happier.
no, I find for me, I prefer they come to me because it's a lot of distractions when
Yes.
you have other people
But I
around.
guess I'm a little bit weird, when you put it like that. I just kind of ease into the flow. When I was younger, it used to be kind of a problem, but now I kind of ease into the flow because you know why? They would see that you're going the extra mile for them, and that's one of the things that I think people cherish. And a lot of people see me.
I just find it takes a lot out to you, and people are not aware of it, how much energy you're putting out to do a treatment, and it could get very distracting, especially like, I remember once I was just doing reflexology for my uncle,
Yeah.
and he pulled away, he was reading the papers, so I pulled away the papers and said, no, exactly what you said, you
Yeah.
need to connect, you need to know what's going
Well,
on.
the thing is, at the forefront, I let them know that. I say, you know, if I'm coming home to do this, I need a certain amount of discipline. You understand? Meaning that I cannot allow things like that to distract me, like the radio one and the TV one and those things.
Correct.
And they do abide by the rules because they know that I could have made them come here and said no, but I chose to go because the main thing is I was taught from a young girl by my grandmom is that you treat people with care, and whatever you love, you gravitate towards that. And I worked very hard to reach where I reached there. And I will tell you something. I don't drive a car. We don't have a big mansion as yet, right? But we work hard for everything. And I came up from a
No kids, yeah.
I came out from a well-to-do family. You understand? I know my aunts and my uncles, and I'm well off. And there was nothing that they suffered for. But in retrospect, I work very hard, and whatever I build, I could say is my blood, sweat, and tears that build it, and nobody gave it to me. You understand? I have to thank my in-laws a little bit because they were the ones who provided the land and stuff for us to build, and I am grateful for that.
I've noticed that too with people who need, who are hurt. It's very hard for them to accept help.
Yes.
And they always want to do everything on their own. But I would like to say this for myself too. I'm not preaching because I've been through my own
advice.
I've been through my own stuff. But the universe is willing to support us, and sometimes it comes in many different forms.
Yeah.
You know the joke about the man who was in the flood?
No.
There's a joke about a man who was in a flood, and every time a man with a boat passed, he said, no, God is going to save me. So the man, he was on the roof, and a man with a ladder came to get him off the roof. He said, no, God is going to save me. And then it was so bad, a helicopter came and sent down the roof. He said, no, God is going to save me. So he drowned, and he went to heaven, and when he met God, he said, God, what happened? He said, I sent a man with a boat, a ladder, and a helicopter, and you said no every time. So sometimes the people in your lives are acting by divine inspiration to come and help you, and people refuse it. And I've helped a lot of people in my lifetime. I've done a lot of things because you do open up yourself when you do therapy.
Yeah.
You do open yourself, and it becomes a sharing and a caring. But what I've noticed is people who've been abused think that everybody's out to get them. And we need to drop our guard a little bit for that part of it, because not everybody's out to get you. And it is a certain level of you accepting
when
help.
I was about 21, I was thinking like that, like from everything I've passed through, that I cannot trust anyone. And then when I was about
But you went away to study.
Yeah.
For how long?
For about 2 years. And some of my family members didn't know that that particular aunt was helping me, right? And well, she didn't want to make it an issue. right? And I don't tell people my business. Like, I block my family out because of certain reasons, and they block me out because of certain things. And I just abide with everything. So, um, the advice I would give to anybody who think that everyone's their enemy, don't think of everyone as your enemy.
Mm.
Just trust some people and open yourself to love, because if you don't open yourself to love or caring, it will hurt you in the long run. But I'm married now and I do have a family, meaning, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law, my husband. They are my family.
But I think sometimes too, we have to get to the place where we understand we have to make contact with certain people and heal certain things before you can move to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So, in embracing and accepting everything that has happened, it is for your good, and we don't always acknowledge that. The bad things are also for our good, because look what has happened because of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's made you into a healer. And like Denisha, who was on the show talking about her abuse, Denisha Ramdan, and she had an article in the Guardian. Read her article. It's really, really powerful what she's been through as a woman, as a young girl. And now she has a place where you could go for counseling and therapy, and it's free to the public. So think about where it's leading us. We think it's negative in the moment, but it turns out to be something positive because it's empowering you to empower others.
That's right.
And it's a cycle, and sometimes we stop here with, I'm hurt and I'm not going forward. We talk about even the road rage, people driving, because all these people have issues to deal with.
And they're not dealing with
And
it.
they're not dealing with it. Exactly. That's what she said, and she advised people to come for couple therapy, because you work together. If one works on their problem and the next one is not working, you outgrow the person.
If they're not talking to each other, you would find that they would, when everything is built up, then they let it out when an incident happens, and it might be the smallest of incidents. So before it goes down that road, the counseling that Denisha does, that would help. The holistic therapy that I do, it would help. But you have to go and seek treatment.
Yes, you
can't
have
sit
to, and it's
down.
no longer about being ashamed to seek treatment. So today, I think I'm going to get some therapy done on me. So we take a break, and when we come back, Sarah is going to work on me. Back in a minute.